I feel like to base struggles for women solely to appearance is kind of disrespectful. Like I feel
That's
like
not, yeah, that's not what
well,
I'm trying
but
to
that's
do.
kind of all you've been mentioning is appearance and a wage gap that doesn't exist. When I would say like the biggest struggle women face is people saying that you can just become a woman. That's
Welcome to the show. Welcome to No Joke. My girl here is cooking. She got a point. How can you? How can you have a system where you celebrate men saying that they are females when they are in a costume? They are nothing but in a costume. For example, I cannot say that I'm a white man. Imagine if every black person today, every person of color, Indian, whatever you are, imagine if we all get together and say, no, we're going to start identifying as Caucasian. Do you know the government will scramble and try to put it and try to pass a law to make it a felony? Because the whole idea is to keep us separate. The whole idea is to make sure when a police officer look at that driver's license, they see black. They see black or Hispanic. Yeah. Yes! That's the whole point. So imagine, they're passing laws to accept men that identify as a female. They could use the bathroom. They could join the female sports. They could be in the same classroom as your daughter, the same bathroom as your daughter. Stinky balls and all. Staring at your daughter while they urinate. No! Come on. Then we might as well do reverse psychology on them. Let's start a movement, y'all. Let's start a movement. We want to identify as Caucasian. I want my driver's license changed to Caucasian. I want my everything the bank report get, I want it to say Caucasian. I want my car loan to say Caucasian. I want everything my name is attached to. Matter of fact, my social security, y'all could change that to Caucasian, because I'm sure y'all changing male to female on that social security. I'm sure y'all doing that. So I wanna change black to Caucasian on my social security. How about that? How about that, America? How about that? Let's start it.
biggest struggle women face is you can just put on some tits and makeup and be one of us.
Yes.
But I don't believe in that, and I think that's the biggest struggle we face.
I agree. I mean, I respect that.
People putting on a costume and trying to be us.
Claire, do you have anything on that?
I mean, obviously, I don't agree with it. I don't know what else to say to. I mean, that's just what you think, and I don't think that same way. But
Yeah, multiple people don't agree with that,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's just like a matter of fact. It doesn't matter what you put or wear on your body. If you're a biological male, you'll never be a female or a woman. So, I mean, you can dress up like one, like you can dress up like a mime, but it's the same thing. It's a costume.
okay, but a mime dresses up for a performance.
That's also the same thing in my
You
opinion.
think it's a performance?
Yeah, I
You
think
don't
it
think
is.
it's genuinely how they feel in their core?
I think most of the time.
Which way this way? I think you were in the middle of talking, or was
Oh
I?
yeah, I do absolutely think it's a performance, and I think that most of these times these people are assigned an affirming therapist. They're not actually looking into anything deeper into their into their life. They're just saying, oh, okay, you think you're a woman? All right, here's some hormones, here's some sexual reassignment surgery, here's a way to make me and my company some
I'm
money.
pretty sure they have to do a.
She hit it on the dime. She hit it on the dime. That girl, I ain't gonna lie. This girl's sexy. She's sexy. Not only does she looks good, she actually have logical thinking. She said they are assigned a therapist that is there to say yes and to baby them. She's 100% right. She's 100% right. They don't get therapists to make them change their mind, to make them think logical, like, oh no, you're not a grown man. You are a little 8-year-old girl. You're not a grown man. You are a 21-year-old sexy young girl. You're not a grown man. You are a Mr. Dubfire. You are a Mr. Dubfire. And y'all say it's not a psych issue? And y'all say it's not a psych issue? What's the difference? If I go to the therapist and I got schizophrenia because I, as a man, I think that I am a sexy cat woman that climb buildings at night and I like to put on high heels. If you diagnose me as schizophrenic, you'll be trying to change my mind, right? You'll be trying to change me. Oh no, you're not a cat woman. You're a regular man. You're not a cat woman. You're a regular man. Over and over. Dosing me with medications. But if I'm not diagnosed as a schizophrenic, but I'm a man saying that I'm a woman, you don't try to change my mind and give me meds. You cuddle me and say, yes, I agree with you. You go, girl.
Psychological evaluation before.
Yeah, no,
moving
not
forward.
really. There's so many. You should really look into stories of people talking to private journalists, people who have transitioned, come back years later that sue their parents and their doctors for letting them.
Okay, so you're talking about children. Let's talk about adults.
Oh, yeah, I think
because that's a
it's-
completely different subject.
But the entire world isn't on that page with you, where they like to lump them into each other. So the rest of the country doesn't believe that there's a distinction between that. They think that children have every right,
because
just
half
like
the
adults.
country doesn't think that way means I shouldn't think that way?
No, this is my opinion. We're talking about my opinion, right? So
Yeah,
my opinion is that you cannot wear a costume and become somebody else's I don't think, no matter how many breasts a man puts on, no matter how many hormones he takes, no matter how many dresses he wears, he's never going to be a woman. He'll never have my experience as a woman, and he'll never be able to have children or procreate or be a mother like a woman
So it
is.
offends you when someone identifies as a...
It does.
And why does
Yeah.
it offend you?
It offends me because you're trying to be me and you're not me.
They're not trying to be you. They don't want to be
They're trying to be
you.
women. Yeah.
No. Wait,
Yo, why is she playing dumb? Like, why is the girl with the hat on playing stupid? That's what I mean by the liberal idea. It's so dumb. When you hear the words coming out of somebody's mouth, arguing with you that a man can be a woman and actually be a real woman, and they are a real woman, it makes you happy that you have the brain that you have. It makes you happy that you have the brain that you have. Because if you have a liberal's mind, the way remember, liberalism is a way of thinking. Republicanism is a way of thinking. Conservative is all ways of thinking. It's not actual people. You could be a liberal one year and you could be conservative next year if something happened to you or something affect you close to your family. you know. But she's right. I mean, what else is there to argue in this case? There's no argument. None. That's why all the girls are looking at the main girl that's talking and they're just staring at her, trying to find holes in her story and her truth and the truth of what she's saying. She's trying to find, everybody trying to find holes. Nobody's trying to come to a reasonable conclusion. It's all about finding something to make an argument.
So what's your question?
Why does it offend
What's your
you?
question?
Because they're not trying to be you.
It offends me because the country can't distinct with the fact that, like, you can be a cow, that's fine, do whatever you want, but you're not gonna, I'm not done talking. So you can be a cow, do whatever you want, but I don't think it's right to let biological men live in sororities with other females. I don't think it's right to let them into bathrooms with other females. I don't think it's right to let them play sports with females and win against them. I think that's wrong. Okay. So when nobody else likes to distinctualize that with just being a woman, yeah, there's a bigger conversation that needs to be had.
Okay, sure. I mean, I agree with Emily. Okay, I think there's a very important important distinction between people who are doing it because it's a trend and then people who are genuinely trans. And I think people who are doing it as a trend ruin the representation of actual trans people and the image of actual trans people who feel like, I'm not comfortable in my body. I don't think this is the body I was supposed to be born in.
Right.
You know?
Right. But I believe that's a mental illness, and I believe that needs to be looked at
Yes.
a lot deeper and not just reaffirmed into, okay, yeah, take this surgery, take these hormones, and potentially ruin your life. So.
I think we're doing those people with gender dysphoria a huge.
My girl said it's a mental illness. She said it's a mental illness. She's right. It is a mental illness. How can you say somebody's well when somebody's a man and want to go all out in pink and high heels? How can you say that person's a man when he likes other men? That's a female thing to do, right? If you like other men, aren't you? What are you? You think you could still call yourself a man? Well, you are a man genetically, but are you really? No, but she hit it on the diamond. I swear it's in the site books. There's a definition. It's like a bipolar. I should have looked it up. It's like a bipolar. It's in the family of the bipolar. It's like schizophrenic, bipolar type of disorder. And it says hyper flamboyant, blase, blase, blah, blah, blah. Like the definition describes somebody who's gay. The definition describes somebody who is, and I will always remember that. I read it in one of the site books when I was going to school, and I just came upon it, and it really just drilled into my head. But I just forgot the definition. But I remember when it said flamboyant, and I know that's one of the key tools to being part of that, the other side, being flamboyant.
A service because it is a very serious surgery, and I find it personally offensive because they talk about like oh, if you're transgender you can get this like big surgery, and when I as a woman for endometriosis, which is like a women's issue, I needed surgery, which is a minimally invasive surgery. They wouldn't give it to me in the United States. I had to go out of the country. And then even when it comes to abortion, they say, oh, it's a women's right, women's healthcare, whatever. No, they don't care about women's health, and they don't care about women's right because they don't care about women's choice because they didn't give me the choice to get the treatment that is the closest thing that we have to a cure. They said, no, here, go on birth control pills. And I said, absolutely not. I'm not going to take birth control pills for the rest of my life. And yeah.
She hit the nail right at the target. She's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. Yo, females, yo, y'all not too smart, yo. The ones that are for men acting like females and getting female health care and surgeries that should be budgeted for female problems, like real female problems, but instead the government is, they rather pay money for sex changes and transvestite surgeries. They get vouchers in California. Is with a T, incentivized to get surgery. And not only incentivized to get surgery, but they give you vouchers to get discount for the surgery. The federal government helps pay for it. The federal government helps pay for your rent so you can keep up with the surgery payments. I mean, if you're a female and you agree to this crazy world we live in where men with hair in their chest want to now function and live as a woman because they realize woman's life is 10 times easier. Now they want to function and live like a woman. They want everybody to know them as a woman. They want everybody to know their pronouns. What's my pronoun? I'm A, I'm D, I'm A, B, C, D, E, F, G. They want everybody to know. The females that are with it, yeah, IQ is very low because you don't understand. It takes away from your problems. It sounds good. I guess how some females are thinking of it, like, oh, dad, we got some menace on our side. We got some menace on our side. But no, they're not on your side. They're trying to take over. They're trying to become you. Now, healthcare budget is now a small percentage is going to be forked over to them. So now this girl that had to go overseas for a surgical procedure that should be handled right here in the U.S., she had to go overseas for it because they're budgeting for transvestites to get surgery. I'm moving tomorrow.
Do you think it's do you think it's wrong for a man to not want to date a trans woman?
Do I think it's here? I don't think it's necessarily wrong, especially when it comes to like the sexual aspect, because there might be a guy that's like, okay, let me try this relationship with a trans woman who may still have, male biological body parts. For some people, they might just not be able to get over that hump, which is like, I feel like is understandable.
What? Little John voice. Why is a female answering this question? That's what I want to know. Why is a female answering this question? She said if they could get over the hump. Like if you're dating somebody with a pimple above their eye and you're like, damn, I can't stand looking at that pimple above your eye, baby girl. But you know what? I love you and I'm going to get over this hump. It ain't the same thing, baby girl. Man parts is not the same thing as lady parts. If you're a straight man, you rather have lady parts, not man parts. How about that to answer the question? Next question.
So yeah, I think again, it all comes to preference and standard.
What about if they got the surgery to change, but I still couldn't get over that part? So they had I don't. What are they?
Gender
what's
reassignment
the
surgery.
Well, what's the term? I don't know.
You want to know what the term is? It's called gay. It's called gay. That's the term. It's called gay. Forget about all these terms. If somebody is dealing with somebody who is a man, but physically they look like a female face, female neck, female nose, female eyes, I said female eyes, female everything, chest, everything. They slung cut off. They surgically put a hole inside of them, which I heard causes massive infections over a long period of time. But it is what it is, because when they make that hole inside you, is a wound. It's kind of an ulcer they're creating in you. But if you have a man that look like a female and you think you're not gay, you need to go talk to a real straight man, and he'll tell you what you really are. And I think I'm that real straight man.
Bottom surgery?
Yeah. Yeah. Would that also be? Would you object to that? Like, oh, I don't want to be with someone who has the what's it called? The inverted? I don't know what it's
Gender
called.
reassignment surgery?
No, there's a term for the
Oh,
like
okay.
a medical term.
Bottom surgery. I don't know the medical term. for
whatever
bottom
the
surgery.
surgery, right? Would you object to that?
Do I object to that?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I probably would object to that. I mean, because that person's like a woman, and you say you're attracted to women, so.
I had to
Yeah.
get. No, they're not a woman.
In your opinion,
It's into her.
You know that, like, I've been literally sitting here hurting and wondering why you won't come to me. You know I've been, like, begging you to come. You know I've been literally just, like, upset, hurt, damaged over you, and, like, you just ignore all that, and you're like, oh, no, the reason why I don't do that is because you got a mister. That's gaslighting. So, you know, like, you don't want to talk to me. When I called you yesterday, and I called you 50 million times, and you finally answered because, like, you're the whatever guy you're with, the I said, damn, why you just don't keep blowing up? You know what you fucking look at me and say? Nigga, stop talking to them. Go on a fucking date. You know what I called you, like, nights ago when you were at some nigga's apartment, and, nigga, I watched your fucking location. You know what I was even thinking? I'm like, yo, if anytime I ever was doing bad, and you called me, nigga, I fucking ran out of there trying to get home to go talk to you. Just to be like, baby, I'm going to love you. Like, I'm trying, nigga, you stayed there till 7 p.m. It just told me, it was like, bro, you have this woman, she doesn't give a fuck about you. You gotta get over this shit. Because she's going on with her life. She wouldn't do these things to you. You're calling her, she doesn't even care for this way. She doesn't even care with her. My nigga, you were talking to her. She was like hurt me the most. You had zero fucking emotion. There's nothing that you said, baby, you know I love you. You know, like, I feel like my life with you, but
Let us know.
Academics. We gotta talk. Come on, man. I know you from Jamaica, but you've been in Jersey for a while, so you may not be original Jersey New Yorker, but you've been here for a while, man. You went to middle school here. You went to high school here. You went to college here. You're a grown man here in Jersey. You might have your whole family here in Jersey. Stop embarrassing us, man. Stop embarrassing us. And if you continue doing what you do, stop saying Jersey. Don't even say you live in Jersey. Because what you letting everybody else know is that us Jersey dudes are SIMP city dudes, and we not. We not. Come on, man. A rich man begging? You say you got jewelry, you got the cars, you got the house, you know what I mean? You never really said alpha, but you bring on that alpha persona, that red pill persona, and you're begging a scallywag? Bruh, I'm from Jersey, man. I know light skin, face full of makeup, petite, a few tattoos here and there, sassy attitude. I know them very well. I played them very well. You gotta manipulate them before they manipulate you. Because half of them, I'm not gonna say half, 89% of them, all they care about is themselves. All they care about is themselves. They will use you to uplift their friends, which means probably setting you up. They will use you to possibly get a lump sum of money by accusing you of something. They will use you. She's a scallywag from the Ak. I don't think you probably had a few scallywags at a young age from the hood. If you did, you already prepared yourself as a grown man to know how to handle these scallywags. Scallywag. Charlie Murphy. They're scallywags. But you can't get no real chick? Yo, come pick me up, man. Come pick me up, man. I'm not always in Jersey, but I'll come through. Come pick me up. Come pick me up. We go out for day. Me and you, we gonna hang out. And I'm gonna show you how to go get yourself a real one. You got the cars. You got the money, and you love to show it. You love to show it. I'm gonna show you how to use it. And how to have the girls begging for you. See, they look at you at first, and they want you at first because you got the money. But you don't know how to reverse the situation and have them crawling for you, begging for you. Even though a female meets you at first, it's all, 9 times out of 10, it's all about the money. But it's your job to divert their brain off of that. That's your job as a man. How can I get this girl to mess with me and be obsessed with me, even if I lose my money? Even if I lose my money. You need game, Ak. You see, I think what it is this new money. This new money with no experience. A lot of y'all have new money and no female experience. And that goes for a lot of the sectors of the rich dudes that are with the new money in crypto. They skipped many steps. They went from whacking off at the computer, playing Mario Brothers, to now having $1 million in your bank account, and you never even been in a club and holler at a chick. You never went a day and said, yo, let me try to holler at like 50 girls today. And actually was successful with good 5 of them. You new money act. And no, we all are new money. Most of us all have new money, but this is the thing. It's a small percentage of us that have new money, but we have experience. We have experience. You're telling her to express her emotions. Who does that? What man with money and game says that? I just want her to express her emotions and I just want to know that I'm loved. You know how you know you love? You log on to your bank account. You look at them zeros and you count those digits and you smile. That's how you know you loved. And you take that as motivation and you hold your chest up high and you don't take nothing. You don't take nothing below you. And don't let the message throw you off. There's many things that's below you when you're a dude in those brackets that you are in. The multiple millions. But you can't. You gotta leave them scallywags alone, man. And I'm not saying leave them alone as far as don't pluck a few of them or two on a daily basis. Because you got the Lambo, so you should be getting them on a daily basis, especially if you have a Lambo in Jersey. It's not Miami. You drive a Lambo through Jersey City, through Newark, through all these towns. Man, you could get about 1,000 scallywags a day that look better than this chick. 1,000 scallywags a day that look better than this chick. You between PA, New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut. Do you know the access of bad chicks that you could get close to on a monthly basis? And I'm sure you have no clue. That's why I say you're new money with no experience. You say you want to talk to her? You want to talk to her and you at the club and you run home to comfort her? And you're getting upset with her because she don't do that for you? You should have been kicked her out. You should have been kicked her out. Her luggage should be on the grass right now. Her luggage should be at the mailbox at your gate. Along with a bag of her weave and a bucket of her makeup. You want her to say, I want you to spend your life with me. I want you to spend your life with me. Where they do that at? Act. Where they do that at, Act? Act. Stop letting this girl destroy you. And fellas out there, never let a girl like this destroy you. No matter if you have money or you don't have money. Rise above. Be a man. Be a high value man.